Hello, my name is Ryan Benson. This is video assignment 1 for module 1, where we read and learned through units 1 and 2. We are learning on the fourth industrial revolution, and the question that we aim to answer today is, how does the fourth industrial revolution influence the segregated marketplace? I could argue that the marketplace is already partially segregated. Women are seeking equal pay to men, and fast food workers are going on strike in order to obtain higher wages. So that's my personal opinion and what I've seen, and I figured it was applicable to this presentation. But to answer this question, let's first address how we got here. The first industrial revolution used water and steam power to mechanize production. The second industrial revolution used electric power to create mass production. The third industrial revolution uses electronics and information technology to automate production. So as we've seen, each revolution has built on the last, and the fourth will be a characterized fusion of each of these revolutions. It will blur the lines between physical, digital, and biological spheres, as our textbook puts it, to create this fourth industrial revolution. There are challenges and opportunities that will arise from the fourth industrial revolution. The biggest, most prominent one that I read about in these units were there are people that are going to be able to afford to have access to the digital world. This could also introduce and create segregation because there are people that can afford something that others won't, and they will have a leg up. A personal example is, imagine you didn't have access to all of the technology that you have access right now. I know for one that I wouldn't be obtaining this degree if it wasn't for technology. I don't have the ability to take day classes or travel to a campus to be able to take classes. And I know that because I can afford the tuition, I have a leg up on someone who cannot. This also goes hand in hand with the next point. The advancement of technology has introduced new services and technologies that increase our personal lives. Technology has made life easier. We now have instant access to anything that we could ever need. You can watch any show that you want through Netflix, Hulu, even satellite traditional means to watching TV are now progressing and evolving into a streaming service. The answer to any question is just a Google search away. You used to have to go and ask somebody that was older and wiser than you, do some research, go to a library, look through research articles. Now you can just Google anything and immediately find the answer. That and just imagine you can say to your phone, "Hey Siri, what song is this?" and hold it up, and she will be able to. My phone just went off when I said "Hey Siri." That's funny. She'll be able to identify whatever song that is playing in the room with you there. Okay, so how does the fourth industrial revolution introduce a segregated marketplace? Through our textbook outlines a couple of different options: low skill, low pay, and a high skill, high pay segregation. A retail cashier versus a welder. A retail cashier would be a low skill, low pay job. You can be trained on this in just a few minutes, familiarizing yourself with that system. A welder would be an example of a high skill, high pay. It is a trade. It's something that you have to learn. You can go to a trade school for, and not many people do that, so therefore it is a high skill, high pay job. Another thing that our textbook talks about is human augmentation. So that is when we will get back and make reference to a challenge, is that those that can afford to and can pay for human augmentation, if that becomes something that is possible in the future, they will have a leg up on the competition. So let's say we have enhancements to our bodies in the future. Somebody that can afford that will be able to pay for that and then be ahead of everybody else that cannot pay for that. So these are just a few options of how a segregated marketplace could come from a fourth industrial revolution. This was a great module. I loved reading these articles and learning how technology has affected the retail space and business spaces in these modules and units. And I look forward to this next week's readings. All right.